What is going on, kings and queens? It's your man REVO, back at it once again with another video, and today I want to talk about the WWE World Wrestling Entertainment World Wrestling Federation, as us old cats like to call it. I'm not really that old, I'm only like 22 years old, but I grew up in the era where it was called the WWF, so bear with me. And I'm also going to talk about the brand split and the brand extension that they're going to be doing in like less than a month, or a little over a month, in July, I should say. And I'm really excited for it. Back in the day, probably early 2000s to probably 2013, they did a brand split where it was Raw and SmackDown. NXT wasn't a part of it. NXT didn't come around until probably 2009, 2010, I believe. But the WWE really has something going on with the brand split. It created a great feud between both brands, great storylines, the championships got some shine, and for them to just do it again is freaking amazing. But I want to share with you guys what I would do with the brand extension or the brand split. I'm going to call it the brand split just for this video because it sounds a lot better. So bear with me now as I get through this video. Now, in terms of the championships, there should be certain championships that are exclusive to each brand. For example, the United States Championship should be on SmackDown, and the Intercontinental Championship should be on Raw. I personally feel like the United States Championship hasn't been getting as much shine as it should, as much as the Intercontinental title. The Intercontinental title has had a lot of storylines. It got great superstars going at it, such as Kevin Owens, Dean Ambrose, Sami Zayn, Cesaro, The Miz, all of them very charismatic, great work in the ring. They made the IC title relevant, and they should really be doing that with the United States title. No disrespect to Kalisto, but he was a very stale champion, and I know it's probably not his fault. He just had not great people to go up against. I mean, he had Ryback was okay, but it just made Kalisto seem like the giant killer, like he was just going against giants and just taking them down. And he eventually got to take it away from Rusev. Despite how people feel about Rusev, Rusev is a freaking beast as a heel. Not as much of a beast as Brock Lesnar is, but he's a beast nonetheless. And I really feel like the US title should get a lot more people going after it, a lot more storyline, just a lot more to do with it, you know? As much effort as they're putting in with the IC title, they should put in with the United States title. In regards to the WWE tag team titles, they should be interchangeable between brands, meaning they could be presented on both Raw and SmackDown. It would get a lot more tag teams to really go at something, really work towards something. They have great tag teams working towards it, such as Enzo and Cass. You got the New Day, who are the current champions right now, who are doing an awesome job. And you have the Vaudevillains and many more that are down in NXT just waiting to be called up. And I feel like some of them should... I feel like some of them should be called up, such as the Revival. And I know that the American Alpha are the tag team champions right now, but once they lose it, they should be called up to the main roster. They're kind of like the New Age Team Angle a little bit. Great wrestling ability, just all around great athletes. Even the whole tag team division is just blowing up right now, you know? And I wanted to mention the Usos. The Usos are doing well as well. I forgot to really add them in. I don't know why. Just probably because they're really henchmen to Roman Reigns right now, and no disrespect to them, but they really need to turn heel personally. Next, I want to get into the WWE Women's Championship. It is not any longer called the Divas Championship because Divas Championship just sounds very childish. They're women. They're going to fight like women. They're going to present themselves as women. So WWE Women's Championship fits a lot more better. That should also be interchangeable between Raw and SmackDown. You have great women wrestling such as Sasha Banks, Becky Lynch, Natalya, Tamina, Naomi. Amazing athletes. Charlotte, the Divas champion right now, amazing athlete. She's coming into her role as a legitimate heel. And you got Dana Brooke, who just got called up to the main roster. She's doing a good job as a heel as well. So I think the Women's Championship is in good hands. The division is doing amazing. I want WWE to introduce the Cruiserweight Championship again because they have the people that fit the criteria to go for the Cruiserweight Championship. You have Neville, you have Apollo Crews, you have Kalisto, you have Sin Cara. You have a lot of people that fit the criteria for this division, and it'll just add a lot more excitement to the WWE. And just for me, I would really like it if they brought back the Hardcore Championship, but I'm pretty sure they're really not going to do that because WWE is PG, even though they kind of show signs of being TV-14 a little bit. They kind of wink towards it, but I highly doubt that the higher-ups will ever turn the WWE back to TV-14 or TVMA ever again, unless something drastic happens. And finally, for the WWE Championship, that should also be interchangeable between the brands. I do not think they need to split those championships up again. What I'm saying is they should not split up the World Heavyweight Championship and the WWE Championship because it just recently got combined and unified. So it would just, I don't know, it would give someone, it would give the competitors a lot more to work at, and it kind of has the champion kind of looking over his shoulder of what's going to happen, and the fans will have something to look forward to. They're like, oh, is a Raw guy going to go for the championship? Is a SmackDown guy going to go for the championship? In terms of pay-per-views, they should really combine the events for the most part, at least for my sake. In terms of the WWE title, like let's say if they had a fatal four-way, let's say we have like the champion who's either Raw or SmackDown, we might have a Raw guy going for it, you might have two SmackDown guys go for it. That could be amazing. You don't know where it's gonna go really, and you know, just keep the fans interested. Have the unpredictability level be at an all-time high, and it will be amazing. Now, in terms of who's gonna run each show, I think personally Shane should run Raw because of his popularity since his return. It's been through the freaking roof, and I think he would do a lot more better at Raw than he would do at SmackDown. Stephanie, she is a great businesswoman. She has a mind for the company. She truly does. But I think she should be on SmackDown because when she first took over SmackDown in like the early 2000s, she did an awesome job. And I think it'll be good for SmackDown. Get a little bit more publicity and a little bit more credibility because SmackDown for a few years has been the B+ show of the company. Even NXT has beat out SmackDown. NXT is doing some amazing work, and I cannot wait for those superstars to debut on the main roster. It's gonna be awesome. I feel like WWE is gonna pull off something great. They've been doing some good segments for the past few weeks, so I feel like the future's in good hands with the whole new era stuff. And that's basically it. How do you guys feel about it? Leave a comment below how you guys would do the brand split. And if you guys need to, just, you know, send me an email, have a conversation with me. I love to interact with people. Hit that like button, share it with your friends, subscribe for more videos. I like doing videos like this, actually. Just sitting here having like a little discussion, just really talking to you guys. And that's basically it. This is your man REVO signing off. LIP, live in peace, deuces.